That's kind of the perfect lead in here. You said that they could take top off. They might have a couple of deep passes. This could be the game the offense clicks. Me and Donnie hammered the under yesterday. Basically said not a chance, not zero opportunity that these two teams combined for 40 points.
Is that the over-under, 40?
That's the over-under, 39.5.
Interesting.
Zero chance, I said. Zero. And I'm going to stand by that. Do you feel differently?
Give me the over.
Oh, we got to make it known. We got to make it known. Derrick was you were the only one last week who picked the Browns.
Last week, in my defense, was the first time I have been wrong on the podcast. I did pick the Browns. I'm sorry. I don't know why I ever doubted Ben in Cleveland. But I was really happy. That win felt really good. Y'all know Ben's guy, so that one felt really good. And seeing him hyped up at the end of the game was awesome. I do like the over this week. And for the point, the reason being, because of what I mentioned earlier about Fields, rookie quarterback, first primetime start. Steelers defense kind of molding into form a little bit. Like last week, I thought was one of their best performances really since the opener. Only gave up, 10 points. Pretty good performance. I look at Fields, rookie quarterback, primetime, first start. I think they're going to be able to get a couple turnovers that could result in some short fields. I don't think the Steelers offense is ever going to break out and have like a 35, 40-point game on their own.
They might need to crack the over. They might need to.
But I think the Bears will still be able to score a little bit of points, like maybe 10 to 17 points. I just think the Steelers are going to have some short fields. I think they're going to be able to turn the football over. Maybe they score on defense, something like that. But I think I like the Steelers to cover, and I like the over this week at Heinz Field.
So you want the Steelers? You're taking the Steelers 6.5 favorites and the over. You're just saying it's a dog pile for the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one's done. Might as well already hand them a victory. 27. They can't score 30, so 27-11.
Yeah,
or to 13.
I would say like 27, like 17, something like that. Like I think that the Steelers are gonna be able to have some success against Fields just because they struggle protecting the passer. He has struggled at times to take care of the football. Like I love the matchups that the Steelers have. Like they have their right tackle situation all year has been brutal, and we have TJ Watt. So I love our matchup there, and I think that just what I saw last week, especially from the Steelers on the ground, really doing a nice job neutralizing Nick Chubb. I thought the only time that Chubb was able to really get loose was personnel issues, not really anything that they did performance-wise. I thought it was just personnel issues or not lined up correctly. But overall, they did a really good job shutting down a Browns attack that's been phenomenal, like the best running team in the league. So I think they'll be able to kind of neutralize whether it's Herbert or Montgomery and kind of force Justin Fields into some third and longs. I think that's where the turnovers come from. So
you're saying that this is not a Ben throwing 15 touchdowns game. This is a this is a TJ Watt defense takeover that leads to the over, which is the worst way to hit an over for a better. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I think so. I don't know if we'll see another like vintage Ben game, but I mean, if we did, I mean, primetime, he's had some he's always been great in primetime. So maybe this is one where he throws 3 or 4 touchdowns, but I don't know that I see like a full on just onslaught of points. I like the over by a little bit. So it would be nice. It would be nice though, because I've been in attendance for a couple of Ben's like really big games on primetime, so maybe I'll get lucky again.
Yeah, what's the rundown here? Give me what ones have you been to? What one's like your top 3?
So I was there in 2014 when he threw 6 touchdowns against Baltimore. I was there in 2016, like week 4 against the Chiefs. He threw like 404 touchdowns or something like that. The following year, we played Baltimore. It was like early December, first week of December, I think. And that's when he threw for like 506. And they had that 11-point comeback with like 4 minutes left to beat them in primetime. So I've seen some pretty good. Yeah, I've seen some pretty good some Ben performances in primetime. So maybe I'll be a good luck charm or something like that this week.
If this is because like you just said, there's not really we're not going to get 5 or 6 vintage Ben games left. We might get 1. If it ends up being this one off a bum shoulder that happened on Friday, just because you're in attendance,
Everybody's got to give me season tickets.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there needs to be repercussions to this, positive repercussions, obviously, but there needs to be something that happens. Somehow we got to get Derrick to every single Steelers game. All right, so what was your score? You said 27-17 Steelers.
Yep.
Cover the spread, cover the over. That just doesn't sound good to me. I went with the under. I would never in my life be able to just put money down and be like, this is going to be the defense that scores 40 points. This is how this is going to happen. That doesn't sound good to me.
If anyone, I know that my prediction may be a little bold that they do turn them over like 3 or 4 times, but I will say,
you never know.
If you're a listener to the YouTube channel and you were tuned in last week, there was one person on this podcast that said that there was going to be a late turnover late in the game. That was going to be the only turnover that was going to flip the game, and look at Joe Sherbert making me look like a genius just because. Yeah. And I only said that was because like Cleveland and Pittsburgh both taking pretty good care of the football this year overall. So it just felt like one of those games where it was going to be like really, really freaking ugly, which it was. And then the one turnover ended up being the difference. So
very true. I didn't have my notebook with me last week, so I just wrote them on here. But I also want to remind everybody who looks at the YouTube channel to know who Derrick picked right there. If you can't see that one, that says the Browns. That says the Brownies right there, just so that everybody's also aware. So, yeah, you got the turnover right. Maybe not this one. Let's hope that you're right on both of them for everything this week. I'll lose an under to make sure that the Steelers still win that one.